What's up YouTube? This is Paul Matias here coming at you with yet another YouTube video. Today we're going to be talking about some changes I've made to my everyday carry setup since my original 2017 EDC setup video. This is going to be the 2018 everyday carry setup, and I've made some minor changes to the setup. I've also added some things to the setup. It's just what I've learned over the years basically, and what I've found to be a good everyday carry setup for me. The first thing is, firearm wise, we've made a slight change. I still have a Springfield XD Mod 2. I absolutely love this gun, super reliable. I've never had a single problem. You can watch a YouTube video review that I made on that. Towards the end of the video, I'll go ahead and link it in. And I also have a YouTube video review on the Taurus PT-111. Still mixed reviews on this pistol here. The only difference now with the Taurus is that it's stainless steel. And it also has an addition, which is this flashlight. Okay, pretty cool. I mainly have this one on home defense duty. I have a reason why I keep it on home defense duty for now. Basically, it has to prove itself again to me. So right now it's on home defense duty. That's hence why it has a flashlight on it. I thought I would carry a flashlight. Originally bought this flashlight here, was about $30. I originally bought it to carry with my Springfield XD Mod 2, since it has the same mount on capability. Okay, I originally bought it to carry it with my XD Mod 2, but I found out that carrying a flashlight is not very practical because A, not many holsters are made for it, unless you're getting kind of like a Streamlight or something like that. I also find it to be a little bit uncomfortable. So that is why I bought this thinking I would carry it every day, and I've retired it for home defense. Secondly, one addition, I don't know if I had in my last video, I have to watch my video again, but pepper spray. If you carry a firearm concealed, or maybe even for home defense, I highly recommend pepper spray. I give this to basically anybody who I feel is important in my life and I care about. My mom, girlfriend, everybody has pepper spray with them, and I make sure that they carry it with them. It's basically, you get into a routine just like putting your seatbelt on every day. You have your pepper spray with you. Not exclusively just for like when you feel scared and when you're going to go to like downtown at night or something like that. You carry this every day with you. I like to have it even when I have my pistol on me, because not all situations require you to go right to the pistol. So the addition of a little bit of pepper spray is a great alternative to pulling out your firearm. I'd say this will probably take care of those, people who are drunk, people who are looking to start a fight with you on the street, or trying to get in a verbal confrontation. Maybe it's road rage. Probably going to handle it just fine with a little bit of pepper spray. The nice thing is this is very inexpensive. It's the Saber Red here, which is a very reliable brand. Is about $17 off Amazon. And there's no license or permit, at least in Illinois, to carry pepper spray, so it's much more accessible, and I highly recommend carrying it in your everyday carry setup. So now that we've gone over the pistols, I'd like to go over some of the other hardware. I carry a knife. It's a Kershaw knife by Emerson, or Emerson by Kershaw. No. It's a Kershaw knife with Emerson Wave design on it. This is from my original video. I still love this knife, you guys. This is I think it was like $25 maybe I paid for this knife. It is a liner lock knife with excuse me here while I get into focus. It's a liner lock knife, and it has a pocket clip. It's reversible, so you can flip it on either side depending on which side you want to carry your knife on. Personally, I carry it on my left side because I carry my firearm, generally speaking, on my right side. So if someone tries to go for my firearm, say on this side here, I can hold it and meanwhile pull out my knife. So this has Emerson Wave technology in it. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Emerson Wave, it's basically this little piece right here. If you aren't familiar with how this works, basically I carry this in my left pocket like I stated earlier. So if you can imagine, trying to think of a good way to picture this here. If you can imagine, this is my pocket, right? I have this in my pocket with my pocket clip. This is the edge of my pocket. As soon as I pull this knife out, it catches on the side of my pants and flips out. So I'll show you it in real time. I might have to do it separately. I'll go ahead and try to point the camera down a little bit for this one, for you guys. And this is why I carry it, because it's such a good concept, and it's so simple. It's not like it's mechanical where you have to press like a spring or something like that to release it, right? So I'll carry my firearm on my right side. If someone were to grab my firearm for whatever reason, I have to defend it. I have this here. So that's how fast the knife deploys. And it's one-handed deployment, okay? This one features the Tonto blade. You can get it in a couple other options there. So basically, like I said here, you place this in your pocket, preferably towards the edge of your pocket. That's how it works. You pull it out, slow motion, and it flips out just like that. You don't have to flick it like that at the end or anything. I had to do it like that because I pulled it out slowly. To get it to work, you have to kind of pull it out fast. And again, that's how fast the blade comes open, okay? So that is why I carry the Emerson Wave design on the knife. I really like that. And I just feel much safer with it. Again, like it's another backup. If someone were to grab my pistol on my hip, I have that option. Because you never know. So that's my backup. Basically, I don't have a backup gun in Illinois. Unfortunately, they only allow you to carry one pistol on you if you're going to be a concealed carry holder. So one pistol, which means I can also have one knife. That's what I use. My latest addition is my Leatherman Skeletal. I've always been interested in multi-tools. I just never got around to buying one. I actually bought my dad one for Christmas before I went ahead and bought myself one. I didn't buy my dad a Leatherman. He just basically uses it for a little furniture business that he does on the side. But I wanted something nice, and I really like the looks of the Leatherman Skeletal. That is probably the main selling point to me, in addition to the tools it has. I'm actually going to probably use in my everyday life. So it is a really nice multi-tool. I bought it mainly because it fits in the pocket, and it does have a pocket clip. I got the stainless steel version. It does kind of show a little bit. It's kind of flashy because it's stainless steel. It doesn't conceal as well as my knife does when it's on me. This, I walk out in public with this. Nobody knows the wiser that I have a knife inside my pocket. Nobody knows this. I find is a little bit more flashy, as you can tell. It kind of brings more attention to it. But that's okay because it's a multi-tool. So I'm going to go ahead and put the knife away. The Leatherman Skeletal, I picked it because it has pliers. I didn't know that they weren't spring. They didn't have a spring in it. I think they're called tension release. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I think they're called tension release. But they got a needle nose plier, and then it's got a traditional plier. It also has a wire cutter inside of it. Not sure what I'd ever use a wire cutter for, but it does have it, so why not, right? In addition to that, once you fold it up, you have your Phillips bit, large, and then if you swap it like this, you have a smaller Phillips. I'm going to do a zoom up for this stuff, but inside the handle on the other side you have your flathead, and that can releases, and you can swap out the bit for a flathead if you wanted. Probably the nicest piece of it is the knife. You can't even tell it's there. I gave this to my father to play around with, and he didn't even know it was there. So the knife folds out just like this. You don't even have to open the multi-tool to get the knife out, and it is again a liner lock, significantly smaller than my defensive blade. So if we do a size comparison here, significantly smaller than the defensive blade. It is partially serrated, as you can tell. If you get the certain version of the Skeletal, it actually comes with a full flat-faced knife, traditional style. But this one, it comes with the serrated. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, so I bought this one. I may in the future upgrade to the, I think Skeletal CX is the one that has a full traditional blade. So far I'm really liking it, you guys. It's a sexy tool, and it fits in my pocket just fine. It comes in at about 5 ounces. I'm not too sure how heavy my knife is, but it's basically about the same weight as an iPhone. It also has this nifty, I think they call it a carabiner. I don't know how to say that word. I always mess it up. But it actually doubles as a bottle opener, so you can pop some bottles. Woohoo! And that's it. That's really my latest addition. Besides that, you guys, I still carry my J5 Tactical flashlight. I don't care what anybody says. This was like $10. It puts out good light, and for $10, who cares, right? It also has a pocket clip, which is real nice, and it's small, and you can adjust the lighting by adjusting the front back and forth. You can make it a very small aimed light or make it a wider light. I do like it for home defense, even though I do have a mounted flashlight on my pistol. Okay, this puts out enough lumens where I can point this at the floor and still see what my target is. The flashlight has kind of been replaced. I use this when I like walk around at night sometimes if I need to find something and I might not have iPhone battery or something like that. You basically just always need a flashlight, and why not get a cool looking one that you can also use for everyday carry if you're not going to carry a pistol mounted or a weapon mounted flashlight. So this is a great alternative. I really don't care what anybody says. Again, I got a lot of flack on my last video for everyday carry saying, oh, get a Surefire, whatnot, that this is junk. I can assure you this is not junk. I have used it plenty, and it's been super reliable. And I still think it's on the batteries that came with it, if it came with batteries. If not, it's on some cheapy batteries, and it works really well. Besides that, you guys, I'm still carrying an iPhone 6. I still have my Mercedes with the car keys. I keep it on a lanyard. I'm thinking about upgrading this piece to like a multi-tool, because I've seen them in lanyard form in a sense, just to have like some hex bit drivers on me, and some metric, like, you know, your basic like 8mm, 5mm, and so on and so forth, in case I need to tighten something down, rather than having the standard, you know, like kind of like climbing hook type deal. The key piece to this is actually, believe it or not, this flight tag here. The reason I have the flight tag on it is because when I keep it in my pocket, I usually hang the flight tag out. So easy to get to your keys. Now, like for ladies, and even guys too, if you want to carry pepper spray on your key, it would be a fantastic idea to have like one of these flight tags. Maybe you don't get the one that I have, but maybe you get a different one. So when you're walking around, you can have the pepper spray in your pocket, and if you need it, boom, you can grab it and use it right away. So that might be a good idea. I don't use it for that, obviously, because I carry the pepper spray in my pocket, or I carry it in my coat or whatnot. I cannot tell you guys, I cannot express. Obviously, you get a sense of confidence when you carry a firearm and you're out there in the middle of the night for whatever reason. Maybe you're walking downtown and you maybe see a sketchy dude. This gives you a level of confidence when you carry this around, knowing that you have this as an option. Well, I get an equal amount, or at least close to an equal amount of confidence carrying this, because I can hold this in my hand if I'm and put it in my pocket or whatnot. I can just have it in my hand, nobody knows, and if someone comes up to me, I can just spray them. I really like carrying this, and I highly recommend it. So that's my EDC setup, you guys. I hope you liked it. Again, not too many additions to it. One thing I forgot to mention was on the Springfield XD. I don't know if you guys caught it. One of the complaints that a lot of people have about the Springfield XD is that it has that stupid grip zone on here. It kind of looks kind of cheesy. So on mine, I went ahead and put some aftermarket grips over it, and it kind of looks like it's factory almost. I did a pretty decent job. I didn't do the best job I could, but I did a pretty decent job, and it gets rid of that grip zone while also giving me some extra traction on the grip. So let me know what you guys think about my setup. This is what I've been rocking pretty much every day. It's a little rotation of this. I also have different holsters, but I wasn't going to bust out all the holsters I had. But the things that live with me every day are going to be the skeletal. I'm going to start carrying this every day. Pepper spray comes with me everywhere. Pistol in some way, shape, or form is near me or on me. And the knife. I carry the knife everywhere as well. Nobody knows I have it. Same thing like with the pistol. Nobody ever knows I'm carrying it on me. And not only is it good for defensive use, it's good for opening boxes, it's good for cutting wire, it's good for so many things that you can use a knife for. Opening a can, whatever you need it for, it's there. I use it pretty much on a daily basis, and I never thought I would. So let me know what you guys think about my setup. Let me know what you think I can add. Maybe I can get rid of something. Maybe you got a better recommendation for a knife. Maybe you don't like my multi-tool. Maybe you don't like my pistols. I don't know. Well, YouTube, you guys criticize everything for the most part, but a lot of you guys are great, and that's why I make these YouTube videos. If you would like to see more content from me, I highly recommend subscribing, you guys. Don't know if you're aware, but they changed the rules basically on YouTube and monetization recently, and low subscriber count YouTubers like myself are really hurting from it. So I would appreciate it if you subscribe. I'm really close to the mark on where I need to be to have monetization enabled and be part of that YouTube program. So I would appreciate it if you subscribe. I'm going to keep putting out awesome content for you guys that I hope you enjoy. So thanks again for watching, and